What it do? It's DOA niggas back with another episode of Putting Shit Together. Today we gonna talk about that Rondale Moore death. The Rondale Moore death. And for those of you that don't know, Rondale Moore was an NFL player who passed away on February the 21st. Now, they claimed that it was, I believe, a self inflicted gunshot wound. So, they claiming he did decide on himself. You know what I'm saying? They claiming he went ahead and deleted himself. But I'm going to show y'all through gematria what allegedly actually happened, because we all know that in order for achievements to be made out here on the public front, these big accolades like national championships and Super Bowl rings and all this type of shit, man, it's always a price to be paid, man. That for some reason these Jesuits, that's how they work, man. We gotta trade a body for a body type shit. So I'm gonna show y'all who allegedly is benefiting from this incident with Rondale Moore and who may benefit in the future for this incident with Rondale Moore. And let me say, rest in peace to Rondale Moore. Let me send condolences also to his loved ones and family, because I mean this with all respect, man. No disrespect intended at all. Not making light of the situation at all, but I do want to make some connections between these happenings and the Jesuits' orchestration of major events, right? So yeah, let's get into it, man. First of all, we can see right here, Rondale Moore played college football for Purdue Boilermakers, where he was named a consensus All-American as a freshman. Moore was selected by the Arizona Cardinals in the second round, 49th overall. On the 2021 draft, he spent 3 seasons with the team. He also played for the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings, right? Moore was born in New Albany, Indiana on June 2000, right? Grew up on the same block as former NBA player Romeo Langford. And y'all know Romeo Langford was the big to do when he was in high school going into college. They was acting like, I don't know, he might have been ranked like the best player in high school, possibly, or at least he was top 20, uh, at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm spent a lot of time in Louisville. I went to high school in Louisville. I went to middle school in Louisville, Kentucky. So New Albany is right across the bridge. It's like literally like 10 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? So this hit home for me, just hearing about this death and looking into it. And that's why I'm choosing to cover this one as opposed to maybe some other notable deaths that's happened. But if for those of y'all that don't know, he went to Trinity High School in Louisville. And Trinity High School is a rival of the high school that I went to. I went to Louisville Male. So Trinity's a Catholic, Jesuit, all boys school. You know what I'm saying? And they're dominant in a lot of sports, particularly football. And I want to say we played them. We might have played them all 4 years that I did high school for the championship. If not, we played them 3 out of the 4 years for the state championship in the biggest class in Kentucky. So I'm very familiar with them. I've always alleged that they are cheaters. That's how I feel. And I'm not really trying to take nothing away from them, because they do run a good program. They get a lot of good athletes in. I don't know how they get them. That's up for debate because I know it's some money passed in some way, shape, or form because they do require tuition to get into this high school. So at least they're paying these kids tuition like scholarship athletes at the high school level to get some of these talents that they get in. But we lost to them my senior year in what they call one of the best high school football games of all time. That was from ESPN, Sports Illustrated, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I actually played, their quarterback was Brian Brom, which is the younger brother of Jeff Brom, who was the Purdue head coach and is now the University of Louisville head coach. Jeff Brom was also on the coaching staff at Trinity when we played his younger brother. And the way that game ended made me think that some shit was rigged up because it was a very tight game. It came down to us recovering 2 back-to-back onside kicks, right? For us to get the ball, nobody could really stop anybody from scoring, kinda, you know what I'm saying? Of course, there was some stops, but these offenses was high power, right? So we going back and forth, scoring back and forth, right? Now we get the onside kick and where we can go ahead. We could go ahead. There's like a minute and a half left in the game, and we recover the onside kick. So we should methodically march down, score a touchdown with pretty much no time left on the clock. But for some reason, somebody on my team, I guess my head coach, called a bomb to the end zone on the first play that we had after recovering the onside kick with a minute 30 left on the clock. He calls this bomb and it gets intercepted. But I'm like, why the fuck did we throw that ball to the end zone when we needed to march down the field? Because even if, say, we did catch that and score, they still would have had a minute and some change left on the clock, and they were scoring kind of swiftly. So when I was on the sideline, because I played middle linebacker, I'm looking up and see that ball going towards the end zone, and I'm already like, what the fuck are we doing? But then it gets intercepted, and that's the game. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like it was some weird shit that went on. My coach is real smart. I played under Bob Redman, who is the father of Chris Redman, who played in the NFL for the Baltimore Ravens. He was one of the best quarterbacks the University of Louisville had ever. And yeah, it's a good coach, you know what I'm saying? So that seemed like a bonehead move for my coach to do, would throw a bomb to the end zone with that much time left. But I digress. Now we talking about Jeff Brom. Jeff Brom was the coach at Purdue when Rondale Moore was there. You know what I'm saying? And I already told you that the Brom family got deep ties to Trinity. They done been players, coaches, everything. I'm sure they boosters and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? So they get this kid from New Albany, and he comes to Trinity, which that's probably a 30-minute ride from New Albany. You know what I'm saying? So he's living in Indiana, going to high school in Kentucky across the bridge in Louisville, which is weird in itself. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes to Purdue, where Jeff Brom was the coach. Now he goes to the league, whatever, etc. Right? Now, we going to get into these numbers, right? Now, y'all know I pulls my numbers up, man. I be having my numbers sitting. For some reason, my scroll acting funny, but we going to go and start at the bottom and make some of these connections, man. First of all, Rondale Moore died at age 25, right? Rondale Moore died at age 25 when Brom, as you can see right here, Brom equals 25. Okay, so we got that portion already. Pope also equals 25 as well as 52. Now, he died on the 52nd day of the year. So he died at 25 on the 52nd day of the year, which was February 21st. So we already got that connection to the Pope, which is, I told you went to a Catholic high school, Jesuit, Catholic Jesuit. The Pope is like the leader, one of the figureheads of the Jesuit order. So we got that connection already paying homage to the Pope right there off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? Brown equaling 25. So I gotta think that this is a connection between Brahm as well. Now we look at, let me get to his name. Well, we'll put it in up here real quick. See what we get. Rondale is 33. 69, 33, 120, 39, right? Well, we know 33, that's the number of masonry. So masonry is also 33. Let's see what the Moore equals. Rondale Moore, we got 63, 63, right? We gonna focus on that 33, right? 33. Like, as you can see, like federal, like police, like masonry as well. So we already got that Masonic type connection right there. Now we gonna go to the dates, the date of his passing. So he died on 2/21. The Indiana Hoosiers won that national championship on January 19th, right? That's 33-day difference from January 19th to the time that he died. You got 33 days, just like masonry, just like secrecy equals 33. So this was what you might allege to be a sacrifice in order for Indiana Hoosiers to benefit, as well as Jeff Brom and the Brom family to benefit from this, and paying homage to the Pope, right? From 119 to 221, we got 33 days. Now, when we look at, what has this been? I believe this is Jeff Brom's birthday. Jeff Brom born April 24th. So from April 24th, 1971 to 2026, when he passed, was 54 years, excuse me, and 303 days. Now, I told you in gematria, these zeros is like placeholders. So it's almost like 54 years and a 33 after it. So we showing the Masonic connection again, and we're showing that 54 years. Also, I believe 251, that's the days left in the year from Brahms' birthday to the end of the year is 251. I believe that's the 54th prime number. 251, I believe, is the 54th prime number as well. So we got that 54 twice. And 54, let me see if I put these 54s in there. 54 like Jesuit order. 54 like Church of Set. You can see right here the Church of Set, which is an affiliation with the Jesuit order. The Church of Set is like the Church of Satan. I believe Michael Aquino is the leader of the Church of Set, but they're just a branch of that Jesuit order, that Illuminati as well. So you got the Church of Set having 54 twice out of the four ciphers. Then you got also Jesuit order equaling 54, right? So we got Jeff Brom at 54 years old and 303 days from the death of Rondale Moore, which is interesting. So we got that homage twice to the Jesuit order, the Church is Set. You know what I'm saying? Right there for Jeff Brown, who's a Catholic school Jesuit educated man as well. So we got that 54. Let me see what else we got, man. Let me see what else we got up here in these dates real quick. Because the dates really do show you a level of orchestration. You know what I'm saying? So we got Rondale Moore's birthday being June 9th, right? Rondale Moore's birthday, June 9th. So the time between um Jeff Brom's birthday and Rondale Moore's birthday is 47 days. 47 days. Now we go back to my list and see all the 47s line up. We done covered some 47s already in some of the other videos. If y'all ain't see those, check those out, because this 47's popping up a lot. 47 like Donald Trump, the 47th president, you know what I'm saying? So you already got that connection. It's a myriad of other connections, but we look at Jeff Brom. Jeff Brom's name by itself is 47. So you can tell this is multiple connections back to Jeff Brom. Jeff Brom equals 47. Trinity equals 47, which is the high school that Jeff Brom, I believe he went there as well. But I know, like I said, his younger brother went there. Rondale Moore also went there. So you got the homage to Trinity High School. Trinity, Jeff Brom equal 47. Floyd County, which is the county in which he passed away. Floyd County in Indiana also equals 47. Then Indiana itself equals 47. So we got what, 4 47s linked up right there. And then, as I just showed you, the time between Rondale Moore's birthday and Jeff Brom's birthday is 47 days. You see what I'm saying? So we got them connections right there. Now we go to this. Who's the 10-1 to 2021? What was the 10-1? 10-1. It's Fernando Mendoza's birthday. Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza, born 10-1, right? This is the quarterback of the Indiana Hoosiers who just won the championship. So from his birthday to the time of Rondale Moore's death was 144 days. Now we know this 144 is like Jesuit order. Jesuit order. So we had the 54. We had the 54, which is Jeff Brom's birthday, right? Then from his birthday to the death date was 54. And then from Fernando Mendoza's birthday to the death date was 144. So we got that. They telling you the Jesuit order twice up in there already. They didn't already got them numbers in there. Them numbers is important. You see what I'm saying? So we got that date. Now from Rondale Moore's birthday, June 9th, to his death date was 108 days, right? 108 days. And let me see. He was born on 160th day of the year. Now we go over here. So we got the 160 and the 108. 108, just like Hoosiers. Hoosiers equals 108, 45, 108, 45. Out of the 4 ciphers, Hoosiers equals 108 twice. Then we got Floyd County, the place in which he passed away, equaling 160 as well. Then we got the Indiana Hoosiers equaling 160 as well. Then we got Jeff Brom also equaling 160 as well. So we got pretty much, we got the Brom tied up with the 25. We got the Brom with the 47. We got Jeff Brom with the 160 as well. Floyd County 160, Hoosiers 108. 108. Like the time between his birthday and his death date. 108 days, right? Now I think, yeah, hold on. That ain't what I wanted to do. 257 days from his last birthday. 257 days from his last birthday. And I believe, I think that's what it is. 257 might be the 54th prime number. Let's see what this shit. Oh no, it's the 55th. So 251 was the 251 was the 54th prime number. 251. Let me see what I got in here for 257 though. Do I got something in there for 257? 257, just like blood sacrifice. So blood sacrifice equals 257, and there's 257 days from the time of his last birthday to his death date. So yeah, we at that 108 with the Hoosiers, showing you the Hoosiers is in on this shit. Indiana Hoosiers in on this shit. Floyd County where he died, and Jeff Brom with the 160. Let me see, did I have some other 160s in here? Nah. That's good, but that's good enough. So blood sacrifice 257. So we got them dates both ways, equaling up both ways. That's from his last birthday to his death date, 257. And then from his death date to his next birthday, 108. And they lined all that shit up. You see what I'm saying? They was able to orchestrate and line all that shit up. Yeah, there it is again, 257. Let's see if I had any other dates up in there. 9/14. Now, 9/14 is the Pope's birthday. 9/14 is the Pope's birthday, and from the time of the Pope's last birthday to Rondale Moore's death date is 160 days again. And 9/14, which is the Pope's birthday, is also the 257th day of the year. So they letting you know they paying that homage to the Pope. The blood sacrifice for the Pope, Jeff Brom and the Indiana Hoosiers, man. And I would beg to say the Louisville Cardinals. I know I got the Cardinals in here because that's where Jeff Brom coaches at right now. But we got that 160 again between the Pope's birthday and the day that Rondale Moore died. 160 again, just like Floyd County where he died equals 160, just like Indiana Hoosiers equals 160, just like Jeff Brom equals 160, right? Then we got the Cardinals being a 36 and a 63, just like, the Louisville Cardinals. 36, got that 3-6 popping. As always, they gonna throw that joint up in there. They gonna throw that old 3-6 up in there. Then what we got with Louisville? Louisville 46. Just like sacrifice equals 46 and 62. 62 and 46 on Louisville and sacrifice. So, we can see this is going to be a sacrifice. This is going to help the Louisville Cardinals. We got the Arizona Cardinals where he played at, Minnesota Vikings where he played at, all equaling 74. Just like Fernando Mendoza equals 74. So we got Fernando Mendoza in there again. And y'all know that 7-4 like 4th of July. I covered that in another video, man. Them 74s, they be popping up prevalent too, especially this year with them 74s, the 47s, just like Trinity equals 74 and 47. So you got the Trinity equaling 74, like the high school he went to, like the high school Brom went to. Then you got Minnesota Vikings, Fernando Mendoza, and the Arizona Cardinals, all equaling 74. So you could see how they gonna amplify the energy for all of these places and all of these people, man. Trinity High School probably win a championship next year. Louisville Cardinals probably shock the world next year. Jeff Brown probably hit some kind of milestone next year. Now we already seen Fernando Mendoza won that chip. Then we got that 36, like IHS. IHS. That's the Jesuits. That's another name for the Jesuit order, the IHS. You see it on their logo and shit. I won't even try to tell you what it is. Well, let's look it up real quick so y'all already know. Let me see IHS. So I don't be really remembering all this shit. IHS. IHS is symbolizing Jesus Christ, used by the Roman emperor. Nah, we gonna go to Google. Let's go back, hit that Google real quick with the IHS. Oh, this duck there go. Is a monogram representing Jesus derived from the first three letters of his name in Greek. It is commonly associated with the Jesuit order. The Jesuit order. So we got that equaling to 36, right? We got that equaling to 36. Just like what else I had equaling to 36. I be trying to put these numbers next to each other, but so many of them be lining up sometimes. It's hard to get them next to every number that they line up with. Cardinals, 36. Just like IHS, 36. Now we know that Arizona got the Cardinals, which is where he played at, but also Louisville is the Cardinals, just like where Brom coaches at. You see what I'm saying? So you got them 36s lining up, right? We already seen the Louisville with the sacrifice, the blood sacrifice being 257. Yeah, yeah. I think that might be all I got right here, man. But y'all can look through these numbers for yourself, and you can see what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? You can see what happened. They called it off yourself aside, like at the second word down, and it's 34, just like murder is 34. Off yourself aside is also 47. You know what I'm saying? Just like all them 47s we saw down here. All them 47s. Jeff Brown, 47. Trinity, 47. Floyd County, 47. Indiana, 47. You see what I'm saying? So we got them connections. But man, as always, man, it's a pleasure having y'all tune in, man. Go ahead and give me that hitchhiker thumbs up. Go ahead and ring that bell, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and shoot the video to one of your friends real quick so they can be informed about all of these rituals that they got going on out here, man. And this was all for Indiana to win the national championship, for Jeff Brom to go ahead and put that sacrifice in for Trinity, to go ahead and put that sacrifice in Trinity High School in Louisville. You feel me? Cheating ass motherfuckers. You feel me? And to big up the Pope as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate this young man had to pass for all those frivolous fucking reasons. But, that's how the game goes. It's a dirty game. But man, it's peace and love and light, wisdom and insight, DOA, putting shit together. To the next episode, y'all. Peace.